Willie D. Live.
What's up, family? Well, y'all been asking when are the feds gonna snatch up one of these high-profile white boys and charge them with violating people. You got your wish. Former Abercrombie and Fitch CEO Mike Jeffries and two others were arrested today as part of a criminal sex trafficking investigation by the FBI and federal prosecutors in Brooklyn. Jeffries, his partner Matt Smith, and a third man, Jim Jacobson, are accused of operating an international sex trafficking and prostitution business that recruited young men for parties in the U.S. and abroad, according to a 16-count indictment. The former retail executive and Smith relied on their vast financial resources, Jeffries' power as the CEO of Abercrombie, and numerous people, including Jacobson, and a network of employees, contractors, and security professionals to run a business that was dedicated to fulfilling sexual desires and ensuring that their international sex trafficking and prostitution business was kept secret, the indictment alleges. Federal prosecutors said the trio allegedly paid dozens of men to travel around the world to engage in sex acts over at least a 7-year period, starting in late 2008. The indictment mentions 15 alleged victims, identified as John Does 1 through 15. Jeffries allegedly recruited, hired, and paid a slate of household staff to facilitate and supervise the sex events. Prosecutors said the FBI believed there are many more victims and asked them to come forward. Jacobson allegedly traveled throughout the United States and internationally to recruit and interview men for so-called sex acts, according to prosecutors. During trials of potential candidates, Jacobson required that candidates first engage in sex acts with him, prosecutors said. The indictment alleges that many of the men were coerced, led to believe that attending events would yield modeling opportunities with Abercrombie or otherwise benefit their careers, or in the alternative, that not complying with requests for certain acts during sex events could harm their careers. The defendants are charged with sex trafficking and interstate prostitution. They are expected to make appearances in the jurisdictions where the men were arrested in Florida and Wisconsin before they're brought to Central Islip in Long Island, New York at a later date for arraignment. So what did these fine gentlemen have to say about themselves? Well, they didn't really say too much, but the lawyer did speak, and the lawyer said, "We will respond in detail to the allegations after the indictment is unsealed and when appropriate, but plan to do so in the courthouse, not the media." That's what Brian Bieber said. All right, fam, let's do a quick poll. Thumbs up if you believe that these guys did what they're being accused of. Thumbs down if you say, "No, man, this is just another money grab. It's just another money grab." My thoughts. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Let me tell you something, fam, that I know for a fact. In the United States of America, almost never does a rich white guy gets framed and ends up having to go to court and do time. That just does not happen. The whole system is set up for them to succeed. And even when they commit certain crimes, they're given grace. Exhibit A, the orange man. That's right, I said it. So yeah, the feds, first of all, the feds ain't just coming after anybody anyway without some evidence. But on top of that, like I say, white dude, that kind of money, the feds ain't gonna put themselves out there like that if they didn't have some evidence. Now, there is a chance that these guys could be completely innocent, but I think it's a long shot. I'm really not surprised because we know that world is, we know how people in that world get down. And you got to know if you got men or even women in power in any industry, that people from time to time are going to abuse that power, and they are going to misuse people who are their subordinates. That's going to happen no matter what industry you're in. So I'm absolutely not surprised. I'm sure this has been going on for a long, hundreds of years. This has been going on, but men are just starting to come out. It's like they're getting a little brave now. Men are coming out. Men are coming out saying, yo, you did this to me. You did this to me. I want some justice. Stroke a check. Men are coming out, just like women are coming out. If you think about it, it makes sense though, because a lot of the women are sharing similar stories as to what made them want to be around these people in the first place, how they ended up around these people in the first place. Everybody, it appears to me, was looking for an opportunity. They were looking for an opportunity. Some people got that opportunity and they say they were taken advantage of, and some people, they say they were taken advantage of in hopes of getting that opportunity. And then somewhere in the middle, some people participated willingly. And when it didn't work out like they wanted it to work out, they came back and said, I want some money. But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.